So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and we are currently learning Ultimate Python course from beginner to advanced. So if you are a complete beginner or want to improve your skills in Python, then this course is for everyone. And now in this course we will master Python with the help of some projects and some practice interviews questions after each topic. So now if you want to master Python, then this is the perfect playlist for you. You can visit this playlist and you will get its link in description box. You can check out. And the best part of this playlist is after each topic we are making some great projects and we are practicing some interviews questions also. Here also you can see this functions, and we are making 3 projects in this tutorial, right? And we are practicing some questions also. In this sets also we are making a project. In this dictionary also, this is the dictionary tutorial and its project is this contact management system. Okay, this is the tapas tutorial where we are making a project. This is the string we are making a project, right? Here also we are making a game, rock paper and scissor game. You can watch this tutorial. Here also we are making a project, Python password validation. In loops also we are making a project, right? In conditional statements also we are making a game using Python. And in this tutorials also we are making some projects. And I can guarantee you, if you follow this complete playlist and after completing this Python course, you can make great projects by yourself. So you will get its complete playlist link in the description box and the tutorials link in the description box. You can check out. So now without wasting any further time, let's continue our Python series. So now we will create a mini project, and that is we have to create a simple note taking app. Means if a student want to store some notes in that, it can store. Okay. So for that we have to create some features in our app. Obviously, I'll give you a tip. Whenever you create a mini project or a major project or a website or an app, first you have to keep the things in mind, and that is what are the features you have to create for the user. From the user perspective you have to think, right? So how many features we have to give here? I'm creating a mini project, so that's why I will give 2 features, and that is first it can add the notes and second it can read the notes. Okay, so now I'm creating a while loop, and that is while, and I'm writing the condition that if this condition is true, then only this part of code will run. Obviously, like this only we create loops. I have taught you in the loops tutorial. And then I'm writing here print. This part will show in terminal to the user initially. Okay. And here next line, for the next line I'm writing here slash n, and now I'm giving that if user select 1, then it means he or she want to add note. Okay, if he or she want to add note, then he should select 1, right? Then the next line, and then if user select 2, that means he or she want to read note. Okay, or I will write notes here, not note. Okay, notes. And if user selects 3, then he or she want to exit. Yes, so I have written 3 conditions here. Okay, for the mini project. So now I have to create a variable for the choices so that user can select either 1, either 2, either 3, and this choices will be stored in our choice variable. So for that I'm creating here choice, and here whatever user will give input, it will store here. So choose. Okay, I have not applied this inverted commas, that's why. Okay, so now it's correct. And now I will write the condition, and that is first condition will be if user choice is equals to 1. Okay, then you do one thing, you can add the notes. Add note, right? This is the function name which we have not created yet. I will create this and I will teach you also, but I am currently writing here so that you can understand that what will be the conditions here. So the first condition will be if user select 1, then this function will run. Whatever code we will write in this function, this will run. Okay, here we will write the logic for adding the nodes. Okay, now the second condition will be elif. I am writing here, and that is if choice is equals to 2, then you do one thing, you can read the notes. Read notes. Okay, and this is also our second function which we will create for the read. Okay, and here we will write logic for read. Right. Now the third is, if user selects 3, means user choice is equals to 3, then you can exit. So I will write here break. You can break here, you can exit from here. And else, if user selects 4, 5, 6 or 1000 or 10,000, okay, anything, then this part of code will run, and that is, it will show invalid choice. Okay, so for that I am writing here print invalid choice, or try again, you can write. Okay, so we have written our code. It's showing error because now we have to create our function, and that we will create here. So our first function will be add note. Okay, so def, then I am giving its name add note, and then I will write the logic here, and that is, see here, if note, I am creating a variable here, and here it will store the note whatever user will give. For example, if I am giving this line in the notes, okay, or if I give the Python code or HTML code or CSS code or JS code, okay, so it will store in this note variable. Okay, so this is for the storing the notes. Then input, because user is giving the input, that's why enter your notes, obviously. And now the next line will be with the similar syntax. Open, you do one thing, now you open a file, okay, and here you will store all the notes which user will get. So I have already told you that if you don't store the data, if you directly run this code and you don't store the data, it will not store permanently, it will be stored temporarily. If you want to store permanently, then you have to create a file. So for that, storing the notes, we will create a file, and that is notes.txt. So you do one thing, notes.txt you open, okay, and now I will create a file, and its name will be notes.txt. Yes, now we have created. Initially it's empty, but we will store some of the data here, okay. And now A. Why A? Because it will append the notes. For example, if I write here W, okay, so what it will do? If you give one line of note, it will store, and when you will give another line or another paragraph, it will remove this and it will add that, okay. But we want that previous note should be also there, and now we are giving the new notes, that will be also there, means it will append the notes with the previous one. That's why I'm writing here A, okay. And now as if, okay, now I will write here f dot write, because it will write in that, but it will first append and then it will write, okay. So, and now I am giving the variable where all notes will be saved, plus slash n, so that it will store in the next line, not in that line, okay. It's showing error because of this slash n, okay. I hope you understood this part. And now it can print in the terminal for our convenience, okay, so that it will print in the terminal that notes saved or note saved, okay. Now we have created this, our first function. Now we will create our second function, and that will be for the read notes. So here I will create my second function, and that is def, my second function name, and colon, okay. Now I will write the logic for the second function, and that will be with open similar code, okay, then notes dot txt, okay, because here only it will read the note and it will show, okay. And then r as if, then colon, and then notes. Notes is a variable where it will store the notes which it will read and it will show, okay. I have initially only in the practice question I have told you that whenever you are using the read, you have to store somewhere, but if you are using the write, means if you are writing something in a file, there's no need to store it in a variable, but for the read it is compulsory. So that's why then f dot read line. Read line because if there are multiple lines, so that it can read each and every line. Okay, that's why. Then print. Then your notes, it will show like this. Okay. So now I am using here for loop so that if there are multiple lines, it can iterate on each of the line and it can show each and every data, right? So for that, for note in notes print f, then and inside the curly braces I'm writing here note, the note which is already stored in your file. Okay, the notes which are already stored in the file, you can strip that. What does this strip means? A strip means it will simply remove the extra spaces. If you have applied only that thing, it will do, otherwise it will not do anything. Okay, only it will remove the extra spaces. Parenthesis also, don't forget this. If you are using the pre-built code or a pre-written code method, you have to use this parenthesis after that. Okay, so now we have written our complete code and now I will run this code. This is for the add, this is for the read, right? And initially it will ask the user that you select 1, 2 or 3 or any number. So see here, it's showing that add note, read notes or exit note. What you will select, 1, 2 or 3. So if I want to add note, that is 1. See here, initially it is empty. Now it will store this, whatever we will give as input. 1 means I want to add notes. Okay, so now I will give note and that is Priyanshi Rathore is a coder and designer. Okay, so if I'm writing this, now I will enter this and it will store in that notes. See here, it is showing that note saved. Now we will see. See here, Priyanshi Rathore is a coder and a designer. It's showing, right? So now I will write another code. So now I want to create another note. Okay, again I will select one only. Okay, and now I want to, and now I will store that I, and now I will store that Priyanshi create coding as well as fashion designing videos. Okay, and now enter. Sorry, well, spelling is wrong. Okay, so now enter. See here, it's showing that note saved. Now we will see. See here, it is storing in next line, not the similar line, in the next line because we have written here. Okay, because we have written here. In the next line you have to save. That's why. Okay. So now if I select 2 because I want to read the notes, whatever it's written in here, whatever it's written here in the notes.txt. So that's why I will select 2. Enter. See here, it's showing the notes. Priyanshi Rathore is a coder and a designer, and Priyanshi create coding as well as fashion designing videos. Right? So I hope you understood. If I select 3, so it will exit. It will not ask anything. It will simply exit. See here. So it exit. Right? So if I again run this code and if I select 5. Okay. So see here what output will come. It is showing invalid choice and try again. Right? And if I want to break this, I will simply select 3. See here, break. Okay, so I hope you understood how to build logic, how to create a mini project. Okay, if you want code, see here, you can screenshot or you can add notes. So I hope you understood. I have already uploaded Java DSA full placement course and the Python course with projects, with interviews, questions. So you can watch that. Java course is in Hindi, but Python course is in English. Okay. And if you have any recommendation, you can comment below. I will upload that videos. And if you are following my Python complete course, then you can take a screenshot of this course and you can upload on your social media and you can tag me. I will repost your post. Okay. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, share with your friends and family so that they can learn Python and improve their coding skills with the help of some great projects, and comment below how you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.